I think I took a shit in my neighbor's lawn.
Yeah. Well, I love you madly, dear, and I need you badly, dear. Why did you leave me here without your love?
Oh, bro, I'm hurting.
In bed each night I lie, and I think of you and cry, and I tell you all above, bring back my love.
I mean, dude, I will say, like, when I first met you, I was super nervous because I didn't even know who you were, dude. I just saw you on like a Tim Dillon video.
Yeah.
And I was super nervous. And I will say, man, you're like one of the few people I know, like your look lives up to your look. Do you know what I mean?
My look?
You know,
like,
sometimes you see people on social media and then you see them in person, it's completely different.
yeah.
Like I saw you in that video and then I saw you in person.
And I'm
I was
exactly how I look.
yeah, I saw you and I was like, dude, I think I knew you in like a past life or something.
Wow.
You know?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that feels like a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that I look exactly how I look on
Yeah.
camera.
No, just remember that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people just look way better on camera than they do.
Oh yeah, it's
real life.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Especially females. You know, not to be sexist, but
No.
Yeah.
But that's just part of.
what do you think they're doing? Like Photoshop or something?
I think it's Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, After Effects. After Effects is huge now
yeah.
in the female community. They're all using After Effects.
Yeah.
Almost every girl I know has a subscription to Adobe Suite.
How much is that?
It's an incalculable amount of money. It's
People are
it's
taking out like
absurd.
personal loans. For
yeah.
this?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not there financially.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. I've seen some chicks. I remember back in the day, especially in college and stuff, you'd see chicks on social media and you'd be like, dude, if I ever see this chick in person, I'm going to be hard in public. You know what I mean?
You'd have to sit down.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you think like, the more beautiful an actress, the worse they look in person. Like Margot Robbie in person could just be absolutely busted. Who has even seen Sydney Sweeney in real life? I've never seen her in real life.
That's so crazy, man. Like,
You know?
you keep sending me videos of her and you
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Well,
haven't even seen Euphoria, dude. You haven't seen her.
No, I haven't seen Euphoria.
Dude. Is there a reason you like don't want to watch it?
Yeah, I just don't need to see people having a better high school experience than I had. I hated high school. And it's like, I'm going to watch like people who are hotter than me, more popular and more liked. And then like the world is tuning in.
Why'd you
I hated
not like
high school. I had a lot of acne. I had, did I have braces for freshman year? No, but freshman and sophomore year, I had a lot of acne.
Oh, wow.
And I was just an idiot. I thought I should have a shaved head for those periods, you know, for that period of my life. I never even thought to have longer hair.
You had a shaved head?
I'm talking like, well, not like I had hair, but there wasn't a lot of it. You know, it was buzz cut,
Yeah.
you know.
Holy shit.
I wanted, yeah.
Dude, so you had
yeah,
you had a shaved head and braces and
Yeah.
acne.
tons of acne.
Holy shit.
I was
And
on
this-
Accutane.
This was in Florida too.
This was right. And so I was this pale and I already could barely go outside, you know, and I got one kid in my Spanish class used to call me El Rojo Blanco, which means the red white. But he was also a white guy. So it's just more fucked up.
Did they put you in like special needs classes or anything?
No, they should have.
Yeah.
Especially when I was on Accutane. Do you know much about Accutane?
I've heard about it.
So if you
it feels like something that you bring up one time and you never bring up again.
Yeah. So should I drop it?
No.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if you had the acne now and I brought up Accutane.
And then I'd be like, all right, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be
It's like, oh, when's the baby due? And they're like, I'm not pregnant. Like, oh, I'm just gonna move on to the next thing then.
yeah.
Accutane is like, yeah, if you have severe acne, you take it, and it is like the fact that they give it to kids, or it's like, it's insane. I mean, it dries your whole body out, and it also makes you have incredible mood swings, and you get horribly depressed. Every kid I knew was on it was like so depressed. Would talk about like I knew how I was going to kill myself. Wow. Yeah.
Dude.
And you're already that age, so you already want to kill yourself. But me, I don't change, so I've stayed the same. But I had a lot of acne, and I took it, and it dried me out, and you couldn't like. So like my lips were like bright red because it'd always be chapped. My eyes would always be red and watery. I looked like a demon, and I had all this acne and like no hair, and it also makes you incredibly sensitive to the sun, which I already was. So like I would just get horrible sunburn and weird. Like I would put sunscreen all over my body to go to like the pool if I had to go to like the pool. Yeah. And because like if you like want to do anything with anybody in Florida, you have to like go to like the pool. And I would have these weird patches of sunburn on my body.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm sorry for laughing, by the way.
No, please laugh.
It's so funny.
It's funny. It's like, it is insane. Like looking back, I'm like, I looked like, you've seen The Matrix, you know, like that scene where like the guy's like leaving the Matrix, like you get out of the Matrix for the first time.
Yeah.
And he's like going through that like weird, like a film.
Yeah. I was thinking more like Dr. Evil's child.
Yeah, that's also
yeah.
That's also apt. It's also apt.
Do you have any pictures, man? Or you just burned them all?
Yeah, no, I have some pictures. I could probably go through. Well, it's funny because I remember when I went to college, I ended up joining a fraternity.
Okay.
And I deleted my old Facebook because I was like, I know that this is going to be a major problem. Like I'm going to catch a lot of bodies on in like the group chats and you know the Facebook groups and stuff. But I definitely have old pictures that I could send you some.
Do they
It's tough. There's a picture with me and two of my both of my grandmothers were one time like visiting my parents' house at the same time, and I had shaved my head, and I was wearing like a hoodie.
Yeah.
And I was with my two grandmothers. It looked like my two grandmothers went to visit their grandchild with cancer. Like I looked sick.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if you have pictures, I'll literally put them up.
I'll send them and you can put them up. You know?
Yeah. I feel like you and I would have been like good friends, you know?
We absolutely would have been good friends.
I'll put a picture of what I used to look like, man.
How'd you look?
Dude, I remember my mom has a collection of pictures of me, like when I'm younger.
Yeah.
And she doesn't share them with me because she knows like it'll make me upset. I guess she tried to show me like, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something. And I like lost my mind because I was upset.
I'm just picturing like you just smashing shit,
dude. Because she had them the whole time and she never told me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they existed.
I didn't think there's any pictures of you when you were younger.
Yeah.
You're like, it just started like a couple years ago.
I just fucking began life at like
17.
Yeah. Just like the sky opened up, dude. You know? But dude, yeah, there was one the one that made me mad, it was a school photo. And I'm wearing like this shirt. I'll put it up on the podcast, but I'm wearing like this shirt and it has like fucking spaghetti sauce all over it, dude. And then I got my glasses and they're like smushing my head in, dude. And you can just see boogers like coming out of my nose, dude. Just didn't brush my hair at all. But dude, at that point in my life, there was dude, I remember vividly the first birthday party I ever got invited to. It was this girl, Carney. And dude, everyone had a crush on this chick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, if I'm gonna go to this birthday party, like I have to get a haircut before. Dude, so I go to Supercuts. Dude, complete buzz cut. Like they shaved my head off.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember going to that birthday party, dude, and like everyone made fun of me and all the parents legit thought I had like 3 weeks to live, dude. Like we were playing like football in the back, dude, and I would like throw a touchdown. They'd be like, fuck yeah. At the time, I didn't know why. And then later on in life, I was like, oh, I see.
They thought.
Yeah.
You see, I didn't even get that sympathy.
Yeah. Oh, no one was like.
There would be like maybe one person. I would get roasted. Also, because I had a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still do, but like I was very, very nervous.
Yeah.
I both liked kind of like performing, but also was like attention would make me, I would get like my face would get super red if I get called on in class. That was my worst fear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that, dude.
And I already had a lot of acne and I was already very pale and I had like no hair. So you could like see my head. And so like my face would get so red. Kids would take pictures of me. I swear, I think they were calling on me. The teacher would be like in on it. And they're like, we're going to call on Dan. Someone snag a pic. And there'd be one girl like, no, it's okay.
Did you ever do anything to get back at these people, or?
Thought about it a lot. It was a different time,
Just going back, dude.
It was before, the internet really took off.
That's so funny, man.
Could have had a
'cause,
manifesto.
That's so funny, man. I just feel like
I got cooler like senior year.
Yeah,
I kind of there was an ascension.
yeah, because you have no acne now, or
No,
anything. You
no,
got
I took Accutane.
the long hair and shit.
Yeah, I really went the other way.
There's a woman at my gym, dude, and she beautiful, dude, but her face is like caved in.
A lot of that.
She looks
has
like
the craters.
Yeah, she looks like fucking Freddy, dude.
There's a lot of different. That's very sweet. You should tell her that. You're beautiful, but your face looks like the moon. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just gonna tell the front desk who said that. Oh, okay.
I put her in a headlock. I'm like, where's Jason?
She pepper sprays you. Yeah.
Dude, this shirt is fucking tight, bro.
That shirt, it is tight. I'm like, I was looking at your guns, dude. You got some serious tries.
I haven't worn a normal shirt in fucking years.
I
dude.
don't know if I've seen your arms.
Oh, dude, I feel so uncomfortable in these shirts, man.
The triceps are the alpha muscles. Is that why you're showing them off?
Am I showing off the tries? I can't really see them, dude.
Oh, you're showing off the tries.
Yeah.
They're so far back there.
Oh shit. Yeah, the horseshoe, dude. That's what they call them.
Oh, you got the horseshoes for sure. I might go to the gym tonight, do some push-ups.
I remember doing that back in the day, man. You ever like give a little fucking tricep flex while a girl's walking by at your locker?
I used to at my locker in high school.
That's what I used to do, dude. When chicks walked by, I would flex my tricep as hard as I could. Start cramping up.
Pa! Ah! Yeah, where was that kid in Euphoria? Is there a kid like that in the show?
Like me?
Yeah.
No, they left him out.
See, that's why I don't fucking like that show.
Well, it's
there's no
realistic,
representation.
I mean, listen, man. I think you and I both probably watched a little too many Hallmark movies.
Yeah, we thought that like things were gonna work out for the kid with braces.
Yeah, you know.
I was a romantic. I'm still
waiting. Yeah,
I'm still waiting. Yeah. But I've kind of given up on that a little bit.
I'm out there, man.
Yeah?
I still have a little bit of hope.
I'm hopeless.
I think what gives me hope, man, is just chilling in a parking lot by myself. Mm-hmm. Just listening to Landslide, man, and just drinking a coffee, dude. That's the only thing that
Beautiful.
And then those fucking I'll think about you ever see Armageddon?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just think about that scene with Ben Affleck. He's with that hot chick in an open field, just playing with the graham crackers on her tits. I'm like, dude, that's gonna be me one day.
It will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just with a fatter man.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
That's all right.
dude, this.
That's your version of that movie.
It just takes time to
That's your
reach
story.
that.
Of
Yeah.
course. Of course. We'll get better. We get better with age.
I'm pretty sure in that scene they were playing Three Doors Down too. Here Without You.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Dude, I tried watching it again because I remember seeing it as a child.
Yeah.
And I tried watching it again, and the fucking video, it's fucking terrible, dude.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's shot in 450p.
450p?
Yeah.
That's what they shot Armageddon on? It's 450p.
What is what do you think they shot movies in back then?
Film. A lot of film. Probably.
Well, they didn't have P's back then?
I don't know if they had P's back then. I mean, that movie came out, 2001?
It was a long time ago,
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Bruce Willis was in his prime, dude.
He was.
Yeah.
I mean, where is he now? You think he's dead?
No, dude, he's probably...
He has dementia. You know that.
For real?
Yeah. Bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you
he
think?
signed his likeness away to AI. So future films and projects can use his image and they can recreate him.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You think Hollywood did that to him?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood's done a lot of things to a lot of people.
Started putting paint in his fucking omelets and shit.
This is why you don't want to be too cool.
Yeah.
You want to be too cool, you'll get got. I'm not saying Bruce Willis was trying to be too cool because he is the man.
Yeah.
But I'm talking these Euphoria people.
I mean, if anyone's too cool, it's Bruce Willis, man.
Yeah.
If you
but he
watch-
didn't try to be too cool. That's why he's too cool.
Yeah. But he was too cool.
Yeah, he was too cool.
He tried not to be cool, and It was reverse
Life caught up to
psychology.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just casually blow up 3 cars and fucking drop down from the sky, dude. You know what I mean?
You can. There's only 2 people who can. Him and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
They can do that effortlessly. Now, when
Or-
like someone like Ryan Reynolds does it, I'm like, I don't believe this.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Cruise is on a different level, man. It's probably like that Scientology shit.
I mean, he's electric.
You got to make sacrifices, man. Like, if you're going to be that good at something, you have to fucking be crazy.
I think he's just 100 miles an hour at all times.
Yeah.
You ever see Jerry Maguire?
What is it about
With
again?
him, he's a sports agent, and he's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s like he's his agent. Cuba Gooding Jr. is like in the NFL.
I don't think I have, to be
Oh
honest.
my God.
Should I watch it?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's
Honestly, let's
that's
add
my
one
favorite
more.
cruise.
Let's add one more to the list,
Let's
dude.
throw another one
Mel
on there.
Gibson.
Mel Gibson could absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
100%. I was thinking about him the other day.
Oh,
I genuinely was thinking about him.
what were you thinking about?
I was like, he's you know,
You're just like, I hope my boy's doing well.
tough break
Yeah.
break for Mel.
He's going to live till he's like 150.
He'll live for a very long
Have
time.
you seen his dad, dude?
No,
Dude,
I've never
he-
seen Mel Gibson's dad.
Dude, he brought his dad on Joe Rogan to like preach about fucking cell therapy and shit.
That's awesome.
You know the
what
shit
a good
that-
son.
You know the shit they do in like Argentina and like basements and shit?
No,
Like stem cell therapy. Like, you know, sometimes athletes get injured and they want to recover faster.
Yeah, they'll, like,
do like
get
the
someone
stem
else's
cell
cells.
therapy. I don't know what they're doing behind those curtains, dude.
why
but
Argentina?
outside of the U.S.
Let
it's
me
not legal.
let me throw this at you. Might be a little connect the dots situation.
Okay,
World War II. Remember that one?
a little bit.
It was
Yeah.
the one after World War One.
Mm-hmm.
So after Germany lost, a lot of Nazis fled. You know where they fled?
Argentina. Dude.
Argentina. Okay.
I didn't know
they
that,
They
but-
were ahead on. They were like, you know, a lot of scientists, a lot of top Nazis fled to Argentina. That's why there's a lot of Germans there. If you ever meet like someone who's like Argentinian or maybe even from like Uruguay, that region of the world, usually they'll be like, a lot of them are not usually, but a lot of them are like mixed. You're like, why is that person speaking Spanish, but they look like Michael Fassbender? That's why.
Yeah.
You know? So Argentinian Nazis go to Argentina. They start doing stem cell shit because they're like ahead on like science and shit.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, anti-Semite, connected with the Argentinian.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a connect the dots situation.
So you think after he did that whole stem cell therapy thing, he was like, I'm going to scream at a bar about.
Or what if the other way around? He screamed at the bar
After.
about the Jews, and the Nazis were like, Mel, come with us.
Yeah, he
we got
fled.
some. You passed. We got some. We're going to show you some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, history repeats itself, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wait, isn't Argentina like a socialist country?
No idea.
Communism? I heard they're struggling, dude.
I mean, look. There's
Whenever someone brings up socialism, everyone always brings up Argentina.
really.
Yeah. It's
I haven't
either
talked
that
about
or
socialism enough.
Maybe it's Venezuela.
I don't know.
I kind of want to Google this, dude.
You can Google it.
Let's see.
We can cut to a Goog.
She's like Pornhub.
I'm just not. I'm not. You know. I'm not the. I'm not as worldly as you are. But that's something that I'm working on.
Yeah, they're a socialist.
Argentina is.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
It's, I think it's tough to talk about, man, because like you know how people are, dude. Like if you're not from there and you start talking shit, dude, it's like
People get a certain way. But the Nazis. There's this one comedian, and I would say his name, but I generally don't remember his name. And I remember seeing him. Me and my friend. This was like 5 years ago. He was at some club in the city, and we did like a show. We had like a show at this club, and then the show afterwards was like his headlining show, and he sold it out. And he's like a good-looking guy, packed it out, all like women there who just want to fuck him. And me and my friend were like, let's catch a couple minutes of this. And we're watching this guy who looks like the best possible looking version of me, but like more German.
yeah,
But like just like very like could have been in Glorious Bastards, but on the wrong side,
okay,
you know? And he's up there speaking in Spanish, but like with no accent. And he's like, this is how Latina is acting. I'm like, what the we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This guy's got the Nazi dots in his name. You know, those two little dots.
Did you figure it out?
Well, the mom is a smoking hot Argentinian woman. We looked him up. Mom's super hot, right? Dad, no pictures of the dad. No bits about single mother or anything like that. Just no pics of the dad. I think he's hiding his German heritage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think the Nazis, they were like, what we're going to do, we're going to breed a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, with people in South America.
Shit, man, you're always connecting the dots.
There's a lot of dots. You know the Nazi dots, the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's two little dots. I don't know the exact name for them.
Me neither.
But I like calling them Nazi dots.
Yeah.
Because they're usually like German names.
Nazi nuts.
Nazi nuts.
Connect the nuts, dude. Yeah, man. I just, you know who, I mean, I feel like Colombian chicks are just so hot.
There's a lot of prostitutes down there.
Really?
All of my friends who have gone down there, they've indulged.
Fuck, man. I just feel like every Colombian woman I've ever met, like their family is so strict, like they're not even allowed to go outside. So when they do go outside, you're like, holy shit.
It's because that's why
You
they're
know?
so beautiful. They've been untouched by the sun.
Yeah, dude. And we're just looking right into it.
I know. I'm staring at the sun.
Yeah.
My skin is cracking
100%.
underneath the UV rays.
Yeah,
every day.
there was a woman, well, a girl in middle school who had a crush on me. She was Colombian. She showed up to one of my basketball games, dude.
What time is the game? It's a nighttime game, or was that like one of those Saturday morning games?
They would be like school would end, and then you'd have just enough time for the other team to travel to your place. I would say like 4:30 maybe.
That you had 4:30 p.m. basketball games.
Yep, right after school, man.
Wow.
And then yeah, man, I remember
What position were you?
I think it was a three
You were
guard.
three.
Yeah.
Were you defensive minded, kind of like a Draymond Green type
Middle
situation?
school, dude, I would just camp out in the corner and pull up threes.
You're
dude.
a corner three guy.
I would put up like 20 points a game. Dude.
Really?
No joke.
Wow.
I was water, bro.
Are you still cooking like that?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm
You're
water.
wet. You're wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because back then, man, I would just be outside all day just putting up shots.
See, that's what I was doing too. Like I'm talking middle school, get home, hours in the drive, no friends.
Hours in the driveway?
Hours in the driveway.
Yep.
And I don't think I got better at basketball from it.
No, me neither.
I think I just was like, ball is life, but it really was.
You
I just had
that
no other
confidence,
life.
man.
Yeah.
You were just building confidence every day.
That's why I shaved the head,
Yeah.
you know?
I was
More
shooting
aerodynamic.
on a like a bent rim.
Yeah, my rim was like 9,
Yeah.
like it wasn't 10
Just
feet.
at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, it was sitting on it. It was sitting on we had a hill, like our driveway was on a slant, and it was on the corner. So
Yeah.
like I was probably doing irreparable damage to my shot practicing on that hoop.
Yeah.
And you know, knowing it, but really having no other alternative.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not confident about anything, but I know for certain when I was in middle school, dude, I was putting up serious 3-pointers, man.
Yeah.
I was balling, dude.
How many a game were you taking?
I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that the teams we played were terrible and they never played defense. Literally, the point guard
It could be something.
would bring up the ball, dude, pass it to me in the corner, and I would just throw it up, dude. You know, I would scream that too.
Yeah. Throw it up.
Yeah. That song by Lil Jon would start playing, dude.
Which one?
Throw it up.
Oh, that's a song by Lil Jon.
Yeah, he just screams, throw it up, motherfucker, over and over again.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
How long did you play all throughout high school?
No, I ended up quitting, but
Why'd
I
you
was
quit?
just saying those were the days, man, where like I would always be out. Like in the winter, did you play?
Yeah, but I lived in Florida.
Oh,
so it
that's
was way
true, yeah.
easier to play in the winter. It was worse to play in the summer.
Really?
Oh,
So it
my
was
God.
too hot.
Brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd still do it.
Yeah.
I was getting burnt. I was running around there just red.
I would always like in the winter, I would shovel an area just so I could shoot.
So you have a more appreciation for the game.
Yeah. Just watch some D-Wade highlights, go out there, man. But then I slowly started to realize how bad I was, dude. One of my neighbors was he was an alcoholic, and I didn't know at the time. And I'm outside playing
Did he touch you?
basketball. He touched me.
Oh.
I wish, dude.
Yeah.
I'm outside shooting around, dude. He pulls up in his Corvette, and this guy literally screams at the top of his lungs. He goes, yo. He was like, let me see that Larry the Legend hook shot. I'm like 300 pounds, dude. Dude, I'm literally like 40 feet away from the hoop too. Like I'm not up close at all.
Yeah.
He was like, let me see it. And I was like, all right. Like, so I just had to like fucking throw like a Hail Mary hook shot from 40 feet away. Dude, it bounced off the rim and hit his Corvette, and the alarm started going off. And his face just went completely blank, and he just drove away. And he lived like 2 houses down.
That's crazy.
So I saw him the whole time, you know?
Just driving away.
Yeah, I just
Did
feel
he
like
say anything to you?
No words, man.
No.
I think he was pissed. Also wanted to know why his alarm went off while the car was on.
Yeah, that's odd.
Super confusing.
I think there was a few models of the Corvette where that was the case, though.
Yeah. I think that just like put into like, that was just how hard I fucking hit him, dude. That's how much spin I had on the ball.
Did he get sober after that?
I could imagine.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, I can't, I'm yelling at kids.
Yeah. It was for sure a sobering moment.
For you.
Yeah, I was like, I got to quit basketball. And he was like, I got to lay off the whiskey, man.
How old were you?
It was probably in middle school.
And how old was he?
Man, at that time, to be honest, man, I saw him a few weeks ago. He's still, either his family's living in that house or he just hasn't moved on.
He's still there,
He's in
yeah.
the basement.
Well, if you have the Corvette, what else do you really...
He doesn't have the Corvette anymore.
He doesn't?
I think he was driving like a Honda Pilot, so...
It's a more sensible vehicle.
Yeah, maybe he's sobered up.
Yeah, maybe he owns the house now.
I mean, if you have a Honda Pilot and you're not sober, something's
Then
wrong.
something's seriously
Dude,
wrong.
yeah, you're a fucking sociopath, dude. Yeah.
Now, if you have a Corvette and you're sober, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, you should be a little bit tipsy while you're driving a Corvette.
Yeah, if you have a Corvette and you're not pounding whiskey, man, then
I think every Corvette comes with a flask.
for sure, dude.
Yeah.
That would be sick, man.
I remember when I was in middle school and I would just, I'd shoot in my driveway for hours. There was one time like a neighborhood kid.
Yeah.
And he was like older, right? He's probably in high school or something. Maybe he's like 17. I don't know. But I saw him and he was like, hey man, like he just came up and was like friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately in my head, I go stranger danger. And I'm like, oh, I gotta go eat dinner.
What?
Like immediately.
Damn.
I was probably 13, 12, 13, but I was such a skittish boy. And then I'm like inside, I'm like, oh my God, this guy was going to try to kidnap me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And my mom was like, no, you can go. Okay. She was like, all right. He's probably fine. But he was still standing there on the driveway. Wow. While I was in the house, like kind of sweating. Yeah. And then I go back out there. He's like, oh, I wasn't trying to be weird or anything.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, it's okay.
What did he look like?
Just like a few years older.
Yeah.
And I was so scared.
Oh, he was older?
Yeah. I thought he was
always
going to try
scary.
to do something to me.
Wow, dude. So you really did have a lot of anxiety, man.
I had so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel there was I kind of feel the same way. Like I don't think I was scared. I just didn't know how to socialize with people. Like say, hey, what's up? People would kind of like, people would just say stuff to me and I would just like, wouldn't say anything
Dude,
back.
I would do this. I'm not kidding. I would do the same thing.
But I would
People would try to
like,
talk to me and I would just,
but like deep down, I would want them to hang out with me. You know what I mean?
I had no idea what I wanted.
Really?
Yeah. I read a lot when I was a kid. Like, like even before middle school, all I do is read.
Jesus, man. You're throwing stuff at me I didn't know about you. It's
I
kind of
know.
fucking me
I
up
would
a
just
little bit,
read
man.
and play Legos.
Holy shit,
know.
man. You think you're autistic?
I don't know. I don't
You
think
take
so.
the test
no.
yet?
No. One time I was with a girl and we took a test on her phone.
What'd you get?
I think 12 was the autism score and I got an 11.
I think I'm the same. I'm like right before.
So I'm like right before.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder, like, my dad, like, there's some things he'll do, and I'm like, this man, you know, like my dad, he was a size 9 shoe, right? Like my whole life. And then one day I'm in the car with him. This was like a couple years ago, and he's like, hey, remember how I used to be a size 9? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, it turns out I'm actually 10 and a half.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, that's what I said.
Fucking changed your whole.
And I'm like, well, this kind of blew up my childhood a little bit, you know?
Oh my God.
You have one idea of somebody and then now they're a different person. And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got my feet measured. Had no idea.
Holy shit.
So you've just been wearing a size and a half too small of a shoe. I was like, you didn't notice? And he's like, I don't know.
Dude, your dad and I are the same person.
Yeah,
Because
it was odd.
I was doing the same thing.
Really?
I had a red pair of Adidas shoes, and I was so in love with them that I just wore them for like 3 years after my feet grew. And now look at my toes, dude. My toes literally.
Oh yeah, your toes kind of smushed in.
Yeah. I think a lot
You
of
kind
that.
of, but you know what you did is you bound your feet.
Yeah. I
Like
gave myself
foot binding.
I gave myself bunions like a real man.
Yeah, those are man bunions.
Just to wear those Adidas shoes though, dude. They were fucking fresh, man.
But you couldn't get a bigger size.
I don't think so, man. I think the
stopped
fact
making
that they
them.
were red.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
My dad was in the army,
Oh shit.
so it's like he had to have like government issued boots, and still too small.
It's wild.
Really weird, right?
Wow. Yeah, man. We had one time I was outside. Sorry, my throat. There's like cum in my throat. Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, it's in the air.
But there was this kid who moved in across the way from me, dude. The house across the street, and people would always be moving into that house like every year. I don't know why. Maybe it was like haunted or something. And so I'm outside playing basketball, and he starts playing soccer, and he's like, "You want to play with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, dude."
Really?
So
That's kind of bold.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing soccer and basketball are enemies.
Yeah. I really
He's
wanted
trying to get you to convert.
Yeah.
Is what he's trying to do.
And I wanted to be a part of his life.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was short on friends, man. I really wanted to.
It really wasn't about basketball for you. It was more about companionship.
It was just about like friendship, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what it felt like, dude. Dude, so we're playing soccer, and I kick the ball in the corner against the fence, and he goes over to get it, and he falls, and his pants fall down. Dude, this kid was wearing a woman's thong. Like, no joke, a black woman's thong.
Like a laced.
Yeah. And dude, I was like, I gotta go, man. Just went inside. Just left him hanging. I never talked to him again, dude.
How old was he?
We had to be in middle school. 6th grade.
Why do you think he was wearing a woman's thong?
I'm gonna be honest, man. Little how do I put this?
A little light in the loafers.
I think his family definitely came here on a boat.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not saying that to be offensive. They didn't speak English. He was definitely going to
Could be a big boat.
Yeah.
Could have been a huge
Could have been a
boat.
cruise ship, dude.
Could have been a cruise ship. They could have
There
taken
could
a
have been
cruise
a
to
crash
America.
or something, dude.
Yeah.
You know? We didn't say much, man.
No.
But
that's why soccer is such a universal.
I just feel bad, man, because I didn't even give him like a second chance. I immediately just bailed, you know?
He, you know, we all make decisions in life, and some people get second chances, and some people don't. You know, coming to America was his second chance.
Yeah.
The thong would have been the third, and then that would have been
Yeah.
arguably maybe one too much.
Yeah, man, that just
But you should reach out to him though.
I don't even know his name. Can't remember.
You probably.
There were so many kids that moved in that house, man. Each and every year, I was like getting a new friend, and they just left.
There was one house in my neighborhood. It was what?
It just seemed like you were like getting ready.
No, I was just just talking about my neighborhood.
I could see like the flashback in your mind.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a lot of people's houses in my neighborhood.
Okay.
My grandma lived in my neighborhood.
For real?
Yeah.
On
Lived
purpose?
right down the street. Yeah, on purpose.
Oh, that's sick, man.
It was actually an accident. We were like, no way.
Damn.
No, it was an accident. It was on purpose. Now we have her house, or my parents have her house, and they're trying to sell it. But she smokes cigarettes in her house, so she can't. We can't sell the house.
Spray a little
They
vinegar
can't.
in there, dude.
We did everything. But also it's like kind of respect to my grandmother though.
Yeah.
It's like it's your home, smoke inside. But there was one house in our neighborhood. It was a family lived there, an Asian family.
What type of Asian?
I didn't ask.
Yeah. Good call.
I didn't. Yeah. You know, I didn't feel like I didn't feel like it was at that time. I didn't feel like it was my business. In hindsight, that could have been a mistake by not asking.
Okay. And at this time, you have the shaved head, like the
Yeah,
acne.
yeah. I've shaved head. You know, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff on my own.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So there was a family. It was a family of Asian people, some descent.
Yeah.
And they would all wear the same thing. They'd all wear all white. And they all were pretty noticeably on the spectrum. And all hours of the day, they would speed walk through our neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah. And it took a while, but they finally started to wave back to me.
How long did it take?
I'm talking like about a couple years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
But once I was in there, because they weren't really waving at people,
Uh-huh.
but they would start to wave back at me. Because I was out there shooting,
Yeah.
you know, so like I'd be out there
You
doing
think
my
they
thing.
saw the commitment and they were like, all right,
I think they were like, this guy's for real.
you had to earn their respect.
Yeah. Because they were showing up every day.
Yeah.
Me, it's like, okay, he's outside shooting a couple days this week. That's great. Good for him.
Yeah.
But once they saw, they're like, oh, this guy is a real loner. We'll show love.
How did that feel, man? When they
It felt good. It felt good. You know, recently my mother said, yeah, your father and I didn't really do a great job at, you know, creating a warm, loving environment for you. So the wave back from the autistic Asian family, and it went a long way.
Yeah.
And when I say autism, I don't mean like today's autism. I mean like what people thought autism was 10 years ago.
yeah. So they were from like a different fucking dimension.
It was a different speed that they were running.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they were walking it. They'd speed walk, and there was like maybe 5 of them that lived there.
So you thought you were in like Alien versus Predator, pretty much.
No, I felt it was very much like an alien meeting another alien.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't feel like there was any like
You felt synergy.
100%.
Holy shit.
100%. We made eye contact.
Oh, fuck.
Really connected.
If at that moment in time, like a fucking forest fire broke out, you wouldn't even be surprised, dude.
Because of the sparks,
synergy,
the
yeah.
sparks that were flying. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would have known immediately. And also, I think that the 5 of them that lived there and myself probably would have been okay, and somehow ended up in the same place.
Yeah.
There was another. I think there was just 2 Asian families that lived in my neighborhood. Maybe there were more, but 2
There's
notable ones.
definitely more for sure.
Probably more. You know, 'cause
Now
I grew up in China.
Okay. Are you being serious right now?
No, I'm not being serious.
I'd
no.
probably cut off the episode. Just be like, all right.
All right, let's pause. We're gonna take 5. No, but there's 2 Asian families that lived in my neighborhood. There was them, and there was another family, and one of the kids at that family. There was 2 kids. He was like 18 when I was like 14, but we were in the same grade.
So you stayed back.
Yeah, he stayed back a while.
Okay.
And he got put in like some alternative schools. He was a real troublemaker.
I heard in Florida they do that a lot though with you know, anyone who's not white. They'll put them in like special needs classes because they're just not sure of like what's going on.
Where'd you hear that from?
Reliable sources.
Yeah. I think parts of Florida were doing that. There could have been a different time period than when I was there.
Yeah.
I
mean,
but
I'm
you know,
sure
but here's the
they've-
thing that could have maybe that was going on under my nose and I didn't know.
I mean, I'm not even fucking around. Like, I'm sure now, like, after all the lawsuits, they're kind of like, you know, someone was like, why has my son been in special needs for 6 years?
Well, now Florida's like a homophobic state. You can't say gay, right?
Haven't
It's
they always been that way, though?
But now it's like a legal thing.
Oh, they have, like, the no gay law.
Yeah, there's like, you know,
The no
there's
homo law.
legislation.
Damn, that'd be kind of funny to just go to Florida and scream gay, though.
You could face serious jail time.
Do you think
It's
people
like
would
going to
start-
Singapore and like chewing gum.
For real?
Yeah.
If me and you hopped in the car and just drove through local neighborhoods, gay.
Yeah, I mean, you're really.
You think people would start popping off?
I think there's a chance we get fired at because it is a stand your ground state,
Yeah.
and the authorities could be called.
That's crazy.
There's
I didn't even know
legitimate,
that.
you know,
man.
yeah, it's
Wow.
wild, and to think that like it's you can't say gay state, but Disney World's there.
Yeah.
You know, there's
the
like
gayest place
it's
on
the
earth.
gayest place on earth.
Yeah.
There's men dressed up as mouses.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think the second gayest place is on earth?
on Earth.
Yeah. Besides prison.
Fair. The sea.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Bunch of guys on a boat.
Oh, like a
The
people who
Navy
are on a-
situation.
Oh, okay.
Submarines probably the second gayest
So you
place.
think the Navy is the second gayest
I would
thing?
say the Navy, yeah.
That's a good observation. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother's a pilot in the Navy.
Mhm.
Not gay, because in the air.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough though, because you're basically calling Navy SEALs gay.
I mean,
That would be so.
they're
funny,
calling
dude.
themselves SEAls. That's kind
Yeah.
of gay.
It's true.
You
They're
know?
They're wearing.
You're
scuba
flopping
suits.
around,
You're
barking.
wearing, yeah, you're wearing spandex with a bunch of dudes.
Or
Always
you're
hiding.
wearing camo like all the time.
Yeah, you're playing hide and go seek all the time, dude.
For what?
Yeah, you're right, dude. They are gay.
Yeah. Matching uniforms.
Yeah. Dude. Protecting our country, like, dude.
But they're like doing it like in secret.
yeah,
It's like
it's gay.
it's kind of yeah.
Super gay, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a lot of pride.
Well, hey, listen, man. I'm not big on sketches, but that would be funny as shit if, like, you you got a sketch of you in Florida, just like a drone shot of you driving down like a suburban road. You peel out in someone's yard. Gay. Just see how many houses you can do.
Just see like cops started following me from a drone shot. Like
afterwards,
GTA.
they're like, "No, we shot at you because you peeled out."
I thought
on
it
our
was the guy. I
lawn."
think it was the gay thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in court like I was taking a stand. There was this. I want to close this thought about the second Asian family.
Okay.
Because there's this kid named Brian, and he was much older, but he was in the same grade.
Yeah.
And I remember he'd sell weed. I bought weed from him a few times. He'd leave it in the mailbox.
Good stuff.
I'd go to get it. Not bad.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had a German Shepherd that he would take on walks without the leash.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I remember when his mom was teaching him to drive. I remember there was one time I was walking to the YMCA. So like you leave our neighborhood and then there's just like one straight road that goes on for like probably like a mile or so. And at the end of that road is like the YMCA and like little league fields across from it.
Yeah.
So like I'm walking to the YMCA. I'm almost at the YMCA, and like at the YMCA, there's like there's a light, and it's kind of a busier intersection. So they're about to. I see this car driving, like next to me, and they stop like maybe 50, 60 feet in front of me, right before the intersection, and this woman screaming in Chinese, and Brian gets out of the car. He's in the driver's seat. He's like, "Fuck this shit. Fuck this. I'm the fucking done with this." And he's like laughing about it. And he just gets out of the car. The driver's seat door is open, and he just starts walking back to our neighborhood with his mom in the passenger seat of the car in the middle of this intersection.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
I was like,
It's my boy.
that's why he's been held back 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. You think it was because of her though?
I think it's more of a him thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I didn't know what she was saying. I don't speak Chinese.
Well, dude,
currently.
Asian families are strict, man.
They're very strict.
Yeah.
You know, I have several Asian friends, Chinese friends, who don't talk to their parents
Yeah.
because of how their parents have disowned them.
Wow.
Yeah, because they don't agree with their lifestyle.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
One of my best
I'm
friends.
jealous. I would love for my parents to disown me.
Yeah. One of my best friends growing up, he was Asian, but you couldn't really tell he was Asian. He could have been a fucking pirate, dude. You just never knew.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's Asian pirates.
yeah, maybe he was, but he just never told me.
Mm-hmm.
But but dude, the first time I ever got drunk was at his house, and we had a sleepover in a tent with a bunch of dudes, you know, no homo.
Yeah.
And so
Was
we're
the
in
tent inside the house?
I wish.
It was outside the house?
Yeah.
It was the backyard?
It was in his backyard, and so we're like, all right, we'll keep it. This is how we won't get caught because we're in the tent, you know, easy escape, whatever. Didn't make any sense, but dude, so we get drunk and we immediately, all of us, start dancing in the backyard. Dude, so my Asian friend brings out a subwoofer. You have to realize we were trying to initially stay low key. He brings out a full-on speaker system.
Yeah. He's like, what if we just didn't do that?
Yeah. Dude. So you got a bunch of dudes dancing. We were dancing to, you ever heard the song Cyclone by Baby Bash?
A cyclone. Baby,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Dude,
one.
that song was a banger.
That was huge.
At this point in time. So, dude, we're dancing and stuff. Dude, I'm fucking getting my groove on, dude. And I ended up pulling my pants down, bending over, and spreading my ass cheeks towards his house.
Yeah.
And his father was on the deck. Just dude. And he just
And while Cyclone was playing for himself.
I mean, dude, he probably heard all the ruckus and was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
Just sees his son dancing with a bunch of dudes.
And it's so spread.
And yeah, dude, I remember.
This asshole. He's
Dude.
probably watching already disappointed. And then you show him your asshole.
Well, dude, I was facing my Asian friend. Like my ass is facing him. Mm-hmm. And I remember looking at my Asian friend, and he was kind of like,
Hey, don't spread your ass
Yeah.
cheeks to my dad.
dude. And I remember turning around, man, and his I've just never seen that look on a man's face, like a grown man's face, just like pure disappointment. And he didn't say anything, man. He just went back inside.
Well, what there's nothing really to say.
There's really nothing to say.
There's
man.
nothing to say.
Yeah.
Did you ever, not confront him, but like, did you have any interactions with him after that?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Yeah, you never brought it up.
Yeah, I think they knew I was pretty retarded.
Something was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had sleepovers before, dude. I would just scream pubes at night and shit like that. one time we had a sleepover, and the whole night I was screaming pubes. It was in a tent too. We were in the same tent. I just kept screaming pubes. And his mom opens up the kitchen door. She's like, "Stop screaming pubes."
How old were you? This is 16, around this age?
I mean, we were friends for a while, man. I knew him
Yeah.
since I was like 13 or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we grew up together, dude. We grew up together and then didn't really talk in high school that much. And then when I was in college, dude, we found out. So he moved to Pennsylvania, and then he
It's a
moved
beautiful
back.
state.
He moved back here, to Rhode Island, and I found out he lived like 3 streets down. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where like, damn, dude, I might believe in a higher power.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll get you there.
Yeah. It was wild.
What's he doing now?
He moved back to Pennsylvania.
What part?
I don't even know, man. I should go visit him, dude.
You should.
Yeah.
I have family live there. My family let you crash.
Really?
I'm sure they would.
I mean, I could just crash at his place,
No.
go visit his parents.
No, you
go
don't
visit
wanna-
his parents. Be like, you guys.
show him your asshole
Yeah.
again.
So like, we thought you were done with this.
This is how things have changed.
Yeah.
His dad's like, actually, pretty similar.
Sometimes,
Mostly
man,
untouched.
you ever think about stuff like that though, and like, you think parents like that were kind of like, not happy, but it kind of made them feel alive, dealing with
I'm
stuff
sure
like
that it was maybe difficult for him to fall asleep after that incident.
Yeah. But after a few years.
So I remember when I was probably around 5, 6. It was either sometime between kindergarten and 3rd grade. My grandfather was living with us for a little bit,
Yeah.
and on my dad's side, my grandfather, guy's crazy. I mean, not like crazy, but he's kind of Trump-esque.
Okay.
Like he'll say Trump-esque shit. He remarried a woman who's like the same age as my father, like my father's brothers, and like
what was the age gap?
30 some years, respectable gap. She's a sweet lady. He didn't even have money like that. She was just into it.
So he's a legend.
Yeah, he's kind of a legend.
Yeah, dude.
Wild man.
Yeah.
I remember big dude, big like 6'4", Irish, blue collar, very blue collar.
War vet?
War vet. Was I think also he was in the Air Force.
Okay.
Loved planes. He had a plane room, every house he ever owned. Bunch of planes. We'd sit in there and just talk to us about planes and shit.
I think he was a little secretly gay.
No, this is the most. I mean, he couldn't afford to be gay.
You think he was so straight though that he might be gay?
There's a chance.
Yeah.
There's always a chance. But I think he loved pussy though.
Okay.
I think he genuinely loved pussy.
I
And I
feel
wouldn't say that if I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a chance, but like, you know, I would say probably definitely not.
Yeah.
You know, I remember and this kind of connects to that a little bit, the story. So when I was like around 5 or 6, I remember he was sitting in the living room and I ran out into the living room and I looked at him and I was like, hey, you want to see something funny? And then I just showed him my penis. Just pulled my pants down and
Wait, you were like 5 or 6?
I was young, yeah.
Holy shit.
And I just pulled it down. I just showed him my little,
Holy shit.
like I thought it was going to crush.
Yeah.
I had no clue. And the look of horror on this man's face. I mean, the fact that he lived past that moment.
Yeah.
If he was any older, it might have been the one
What do
that
you think
did
you
him
were
in.
packing at that age too?
Not a lot. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I thought was funny. Like, hey,
Yeah.
want to see something funny? My tiny ass dick.
Oh man. Dude,
Yeah.
thinking about the size of your cock back then is like
It's
almost kind of scary, dude.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And for him, I mean, for
actually-
him, I mean, it's like he hadn't seen one that small
Oh yeah.
in a while.
Especially the fact that you're a 5-year-old.
You know, I made him a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
he could be on the list.
As you grew older, like, did you ever bring it up?
No, I do remember the look of horror on his face. He immediately was like turned away.
Yeah.
And my parents, they got me out of there so fast.
Is he still alive?
No.
Oh, that'd be funny if he was, and you just like ran it back.
Well, I showed it to him again. Yeah, on his deathbed. Yeah.
Oh my god. So at the time, did you have like a good, like, what was your relationship?
We had a
like?
good relationship.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, I don't know. I was a very, like I said, very introverted kid.
Yeah.
And so he probably had no idea what the fuck was going on. I don't remember like much of our
Dude, that makes
dialogue.
it so much funnier too. That
Yeah.
You're like an introvert and you did that.
Super introverted
Yeah.
kid and just did that. I was probably a spaz. I was probably like very introverted and then like very manic, very high, low, high, low, high, low.
Yeah.
Like the low, like you just don't hear from me. And then the high, it's like I'm doing shit like that.
I feel like at that age, man, I always have like, I have a few vivid memories, but I have like some blurry memories where
That
I'm
one's
like,
pretty strong.
Yeah. There's always a few that are just like, I know this happened. You know?
Do other people try to deny it?
What do you mean?
Like deny that it happened to you? Because I
Oh, has that
brought up
happened to you?
I brought up the show my grandfather the penis thing. And my mom was like, you shouldn't lie about things like that.
Really?
And I'm like, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
She goes, okay. But she doesn't believe anything.
Honestly, man, I feel like at that age, even if
How would I have that memory?
whatever you think happened, happened.
It was totally vivid.
Yeah.
I remember the look on his face
Yeah.
like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I have thoughts like that too, man, from like 5 or 6. There's not many, but
There was other people in the room too. It wasn't just him.
Yeah.
And like everyone was there.
Yeah.
We might have had other company there.
Yeah.
And they saw it.
Yeah. I don't even know how you could forget something like that.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
You try to forget,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Even if it didn't happen, it happened.
I'm almost offended that my mom doesn't remember it.
Yeah. I mean, that happens with everyone though. Like, you know, something happened and it's so wild that no one believes it except for the people that were there.
Yeah.
But it's always nice. Like, sometimes I'll tell a story and like the people who are in the story will like message me and they'll be like, damn, dude, I thought you like forgot about that.
Like, what's a recent example of that?
It's usually the people who I hung out with in that time period.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be like, hey, we listen to your podcast and like we remember a lot of things you talk about. You know?
Yeah, dude.
A lot of it has to do with BMX and stuff, like
A lot of BMX
crashing
stuff?
my bike and stuff. Yeah.
You had a
That's all we
BMX
did,
bike?
man. We just hung out on BMX bikes and drove around the neighborhood.
You
and
should
stuff.
absolutely have one in the city. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
If you pulled up to spots with a dirt bike,
A BMX bike?
you'd be a
Or-
legend.
well, a dirt bike is different from a BMX bike.
Yeah.
Dude, a BMX
I
bike.
don't know about stuff like
Yeah.
that.
You're thinking about a dirt bike.
I'm thinking about a dirt bike.
Yeah.
What's a BMX bike?
That would be wild. Oh, no, dude. I don't fuck with dirt bikes.
No? Why
No.
not? Dangerous?
I mean, this happened at my Asian friend's house too, dude. He had acres of land in his backyard, like where we would hang out.
They were
in the
doing
tent.
well.
Where the tent was behind that, there was like a creek, and then behind that, there was just like acres of field. And he had quads, dude, and they would bring him out there. and I had never
Quads?
four wheelers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trust me, dude. I didn't even know what it was until they told me. But they tried giving me a shot, and so my Asian friend was a good friend of mine, and then I had another friend who was Guatemalan, and they gave me a shot to ride a four wheeler. So I'm on the four wheeler, and my Guatemalan friend's on the back, hands around my waist. He's trying to teach me how to like shift and shit. Dude,
And he's behind you?
Yeah, I just shifted up like 3 times and then just put the throttle down all the way. Dude, we hit this ramp and then I fucking hit a tree. I crash into a tree and the four-wheeler's riding up the tree. Like I still have my hand on the throttle. So my Guatemalan friend, he's freaking out.
Like a bear climbing a tree.
Yeah, literally, like I'm literally like, dude. So I fall back,
Yeah.
and the quad is about to fall on my Guatemalan friend, and I just leg press it off of him, like before it hits him. And I was like, dude, I just saved your life. And he was like, yeah, I mean, you also almost just killed me, dude. Yeah, I literally
Holy
almost killed him,
shit.
dude. Yeah, if I didn't leg press it off him, dude, he would have gotten fucking smoked.
I almost killed myself accidentally a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you told me this, right?
Yeah. Oh, I did? About
Yeah, you brought it up very subtly too, as if like you were going to commit
actually going to
suicide.
commit
Yeah.
suicide. Well, it would have looked like a suicide because I was in a garage in a parked car.
Where were you again?
I was in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And I got back from a show. My friend was letting me crash at his place and use his car. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so like he has a garage, and I'm in the garage, put the garage door down, and before I go in, I'm just watching Family Guy clips on my phone.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, it's been like 30 minutes. And then I remember it. I'm like, oh, this is how people, because I started to get lightheaded.
Yeah.
And then I remembered, I was like, oh shit, this is how people kill themselves. And I look at my phone. I'm like, I've been in here for like 30 minutes. And I looked it up. Apparently, it takes significantly less time than that.
Really? You ended up looking it up?
I looked it up because I was on Instagram Live. I was like, guys, I almost just died.
Yeah.
And people were like, some people were like, maybe you should, like, you might have carbon monoxide poisoning. My heart rate was kind of elevated. And they're like, you need to get fresh air, is what people were saying. But it was negative 10 degrees. So I didn't really want to get fresh air.
Yeah.
And, but the funny thing is that, one, if I would have killed myself, I would have looked obviously like people could say maybe it was an accident. Maybe it wasn't. But earlier that day, I was going to tweet 1 more month to join the 27 Club. And then I was like, I'm not going to tweet that. That's bad karma.
Why were you going to tweet it again? Just because of your birthday?
Just to fuck around. Oh, my birthday was like in a month.
Yeah.
But I was just fucking around. I just fuck around on Twitter. So I was like, I'm not going to tweet that. That's bad karma. So I drafted it. And imagine if I had tweeted that.
Yeah.
And then that happened. People would have been like, he obviously killed himself.
Dude, I wonder if...
Kind of a legendary thing, though.
Yeah. You think that's Mother Nature? Or you think that's like... Dude, because that happens a lot, man. Like, things like that happen, and it's like...
I mean, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
How, like, I drafted it, I didn't do it, and then I almost died.
Maybe your mind kind of played a trick on you,
I think
dude.
my mind planted a seed.
Yeah, it's trying to come at you,
It's trying to attack me, but I defeated my own mind that day.
Yeah. Dude, maybe...
And carbon monoxide.
Yeah, man. Maybe it was those Asians, dude.
I think it was. It gave me a lot of power, a lot of hope that my parents didn't when I was that age.
They saved you, dude.
They did.
Damn.
They're good people. They're still there.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I know. They don't look any different.
That's so funny, man. Just going back and seeing people who are still there.
Still there. And wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Look the exact same.
A lot
they
of
still wear all white, like they're playing tennis.
Yep. They're doing the same thing every day, dude.
It's beautiful. So we could learn a lot from that.
Yeah.
It's discipline.
Yeah. All right. You down to do some more time, dude, just for the Patreon?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, yeah, man. I'm gonna piss and then do a little bit more time.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys for joining. As always, we're gonna do the Patreon episode now. If you want to do that, it's $1 a month. It's usually like 30 to 60 minutes of just unfiltered stupidity, and then we'll probably take some phone calls too on the Patreon.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, dude. Thank you for coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
Can you just tell everyone where they can find you and any upcoming stuff you got going on?
Yeah, just follow me at Carney on the internet, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and all that, and like any shows I have coming up will all just be on there. So it's just easier to be there, and you'll get everything you need.
Yeah, hopefully we can join forces again, dude.
I know. We
Hit the
did.
road
We joined
again.
forces last weekend.
Yeah, road dogs, dude.
I know. That was fun.
Hell yeah, man.
I was tired as hell.
All right, I'm just gonna piss, dude.
Yeah.
Then we can